Well, good evening, everyone. Chris Lewis. I'm the public image chair here in District 6360. Really appreciate you being here today. Today, we are talking about public image as a membership growth strategy. And this is a part of the series of public image webinars that we do, one per month, to try and help clubs and people like yourself to better understand the importance of public image and how we can better our public image to get the word out about what we're doing and how that can impact the growth in our clubs. Today, I'm really excited because the connection between public image and membership is very stark and it is so important. And we got two great people that are going to be talking about that, Mike Huey as well as Jenny Zarenner. And they're in the same club, so they know each other very well. But Jenny has been doing the public image side of things for her club. Mike is doing the a lot of the membership side of things. Plus, he's the membership chair for our district. So I'm really excited to have them here and share with all of us today. So I'm going to turn it over to Mike and Jenny.
All right, thanks, Chris, and thanks for collaborating to be able to create this video, and then hopefully we'll share this out and look forward to having some questions. And thanks, Jenny, for agreeing to do this, and hopefully help out the other clubs in the district with some of the things that you know. So yeah, really this is about the role of public image and how it can help attract and help grow your club. And so Jenny and I are going to kind of go through two things tonight. We're going to start off with some of the roles of membership in our district and kind of where we are and what we're trying to hit this year and why membership growth is important. And then roll into the role of social media, public image, and how that can really, really increase your ability to attract new members. And Jenny's done a lot of work over the last couple of years as our public image chair and creating a lot of capabilities in the social media content space, building a team, and then leveraging some tools. So we're really going to talk a little bit about membership and mostly about a lot of social media, a lot of how-tos, top 10 lists, some tools she's using. And hopefully this is going to be a great takeaway for anybody either here tonight or listening to this at a later time. All of this content will be available in a link to a folder, a Google folder, so you can get this presentation or any other links that we'll make available as well. So what we're going to do tonight is talk a little real quick about membership 2025, 2026, goals, current state, 5 habits of growth, which is something we've been talking about across the district and zone. Make you aware of tools that are available for membership growth, and then we're going to get right into the social media, public image side of things. So where are we currently? So as of July 1, we had 1,950 members in our district. We're up about, as of today, 42 net members. We have a goal of growing net 100 members by the end of June next year. We typically lose 10 to 15% of our membership every year. It's a normal thing across North America, and not just in Rotary, in all clubs, 10 to 15% decline. People move, people pass away, things happen, changing of roles or jobs. And so we really need to bring in, to have a net 100, we need to bring in about 400 new members. And so that's about 20% new member growth. So the role of social media is really in the attraction space. It's connecting with friends and family and colleagues and people in our communities that may not know much about Rotary. And so we're going to talk about that. 5 habits of growth, which we shared, is really the club needs to want to grow. That with public image is just as important because it takes a little bit of work. And doing the social media, keeping your website up, creating, getting club shirts and making sure people are kind of participating and getting your brand and your club out there. Organizing for growth. Jenny's got a whole social media campaign. I've got a whole membership committee. We do our own things, but we also collaborate to make sure that those things roll into both a great public image for our club, but also leveraging the membership growth. Including members in growth. This is really a critical thing tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about including them also and make sure that they've got Facebook and Instagram accounts. They're following our accounts. They're liking the posts that are going out there. They're coming up with ideas for posts that will be inspirational to their friends. and getting things out there, and then keeping all of those things top of mind. It's easy to kind of forget those things over time, but keeping those things top of mind ongoing. I'm going to run through real quick some tools that are available just in case somebody doesn't know. The district is invested in tents that we've been using. So that's really helped with the 42 net growth so far and going out. Those are available through the AGs. We have banners are available, table covers that are available. These are for going out into the community. And we'll share a couple of case studies, but people see these things, they see the logos, they talk to a neighbor, they see a social media post, and then they're interested. So it's kind of the role of a bunch of these touch points to hit people or make connections with people multiple times. And they're like, I want to know more about what this Rotary thing is all about. We have 4 different youth leadership banners that are available for youth events or attracting things at high school students or junior high students as well. And we build trifolds for any of these events. So when you're at these events, you can pass things out to give people a little bit of information about Rotary in your club. So there is a whole toolkit of things that are kind of recommended to go do these events. There's also in the folder, there'll be a Discover Rotary deck. You can take this and modify it, make it your own. But we've had great success. Once people are interested and they've maybe gone to an event or a meeting, learning more about what Rotary is all about and the opportunities to fuel their passions through their club. There's a deck there that can help you do that and really get them from interest into activated membership in your club. With that, this whole event is all about public image and how that can be a strategy for membership growth. And with that, I will turn it over to Jenny.
All right. So each platform, as you can see, they work differently, and they have a nice listed out where Glassdoor and Indeed and LinkedIn, those are more on the top level as being best for work. But the bottom 3 are the ones that are most commonly used for Rotary clubs, and you might recognize them from ones that you might use in your own club. But different social media platforms such as LinkedIn, which is the 3rd one from the top, and TikTok can also be utilized, but we don't really use Glassdoor and Pinterest that often. So while making a social media account on every single type available might sound like a really fun time, remember that you need to start with establishing your objectives and what type of content you want to provide. So your content, looking at the content pillars, your content should focus on being relevant to your goals. And you want to make sure you're free of branding mistakes. And platform focus, you want to establish goals for every platform and be aware of the audience for each. That each social media has a different audience, which you're going to see soon. So you want to make sure that for Facebook, these are our goals. And for Instagram, these are our goals. And post frequency, you and your PI team should establish how often you want to post based on your goals. So in every club is different. There might have our club likes to post only once a day, or another club might want to post a couple times a week. Your team will establish how often you want to post. But keep in mind that posting too often can lead to what a lot of younger kids call doom scrolling, which is if it doesn't engage them right away, they'll just go right past it. So you want to use the analytics data to see what works best for your team. So social calendar, you're going to see this in a future slide, and social calendar is really helpful to have. You can plan ahead, and you can use these media calendars for your benefit. For the social team, you want to assign roles to your team depending on what skill sets and passions. Your PI team might just be you, or it could be like a bunch of people on your team. So depending on how big your PI team is and what their passions are, you want to make sure that everybody has an assigned role. You also want to avoid having too many hands on the button. Make sure your goals align with it. And then the KPI measurements, you want to watch the analytics and learn from them.
If somebody doesn't know what KPI, it's a key performance indicator. So it's a metric of what you're trying to achieve.
Yes, thank you. Forget it's I work in marketing, so it's like a word or a term I use pretty often. First, we're going to talk about Facebook. So you can see just based on the amount of users and the demographics of them that it's pretty widely used and is likely the most commonly used platforms in the clubs. Millennials are the easiest to grab from this platform, as you can see. And there's also a good amount across each age bracket. You don't have to post every day, but try to get in at least 2 to 3 posts a week for solid reach, but make sure they are within your goals. So next, we're going to talk about, oh yeah, go ahead.
This was surprising to me on Facebook because the story I had always heard is it was mostly women and mostly older.
Yeah, it's
new data is showing the U.S.
and the data changes too throughout the time.
It's not necessarily true.
So Instagram, like Facebook, they're part of the meta universe. So Instagram, while Facebook is more like you can just type away. Instagram is more like a snapshot. So you can see their corporate mission is to capture and share the world's moments. Instagram, a cute doggy there. Instagram, they live on visuals as a story over words. And that's why younger professionals prefer it. It's easier to scroll through, and it's harder to get a lot of reading into it. So you want to make sure you're having images or videos that are capturing the attention. You want to keep it short, like a snapshot, but also keep in mind if you're posting to both Facebook and Instagram at the same time, the image is different. So if Instagram, they prefer more of like the square cut photo. If you think of it like a Polaroid, so how you're looking at it right now, it kind of looks like a snapshot Polaroid. And so you want to use that like a Polaroid image of what you're trying to convey. And yes, it's definitely critical to the younger professionals, age 21 to 35. So there's YouTube. So you can see their corporate mission is to give everyone a voice and show them the world. YouTube is very large scale usage, but it's not widely used by those over 50. While you can make videos on meta platforms, YouTube is where you can grab those who want longer videos. And the videos can vary too. You can have a video that's 3 minutes, or you can have a video that is an hour long, really. So it's perfect for, you can showcase those service projects. You can talk about how to join or do the Discover Rotaries through there, benefits of Rotary. You can really do a lot with the YouTube platforms.
It's amazing. It says it's 1 billion hours viewed every day. Think of 8 billion people on the planet. That's crazy.
It's a lot of videos.
That's a lot of videos.
So now we're looking at channel and content. With under platform and purpose alignment, Facebook, it's best for community building. That's making sure that your community is involved and you're involved with them. So it can be announcements, membership retention, older or existing members, local outreach. And then Instagram, remember that it's best for younger professional recruitment. You want to have that visual storytelling and brand awareness, but you want to have content that grabs their attention. And then YouTube is perfect for deep engagement. It tells the story, it positions the club as a thought leader. It's good for recruiting and sharing long-term impact. So then those are content pillars again. You want to define 3 or 5 key pillars. So that could be service and impact, or members' stories and culture, events and learning, call to action, Rotary brand and global link. It's pretty easy to say, I want to make every single one of those my key platform. But as long as you're focusing on at least 3 of them, sometimes the other ones just fall into place.
The way this plays into the 5 keys of membership growth, or habits of membership growth, is the second one is identifying who you're trying to attract. So if you're trying to really grow your Interact or your youth leaders and you're going after the parents, then your social media should be targeting, stories about the things that your Interact club is doing, what the parents are doing with them, kind of things that would be interesting to either the parents or the high school students, and building that whole thing out.
So here's one of the examples of how social media can lead to a path to membership. So we're looking at Kelly. She just moved into town with her husband and 2 teenagers, and she's interested in networking and getting involved in the community. Networking is a big thing for especially millennials and area professionals, because they want to network, they want to make those connections. So let's say that Kelly saw the social posts on some fun events that Rotary is doing in town, and a new friend of hers liked a post of a service project being done by the high school Interact Club. So then Kelly is seeing that her friend posted about it, or like to post, and Kelly asks her friend about Rotary and was invited to a session to learn more about Rotary and interact. So here's another one. Wendy and Carl, they just retired and they want to get more involved in the community and giving back. So Carl saw that Rotary members over the years with Rotary shirts doing various community events and suggested to Wendy, hey, do we know anyone in the club? Then Wendy saw an article online about how the local Rotary Club was refurbishing the local food bank before the holidays. So that makes them want to search Rotary Club in town and find the website. And they sent in a request to learn more. And they discovered, hey, we know a few people in this club. So here are some social post examples. So this first post is more on Rotary focused. So this could be a Rotarian or Rotary events, or it can be a content from the brand center. Remember, the brand center is your friend. You want to utilize it. And also be careful of copyright infringement or trademark usage. If there is a watermark or a creative asset that has like a signature in the corner, don't erase it. Like, leave it there so you don't get in trouble. You can see that I pulled both of these from our Facebook page. And the first one is one we did for Veterans Day, is we highlighted some of our area veterans. This is great because it shows one of our Rotarians, but also people in the community might recognize them. Oh, hey, I know Al. And then they might want to be engaged with that content. And also like showcases them and shows our pride towards them. And then the other video is actually a video, and that one is during Polio Awareness Month. And it was a great video to kind of capture attention. And I pulled it straight from the brand center. And then these are examples of community building. So, make use of those fun holidays. National Cappuccino Day, I ended up taking a picture of a cappuccino from one of our local businesses, and then I tagged them in it. And you can tell on the bottom there, it says, liked by Forte Coffee. So it gets their page has us on it, and then they'll like our stuff. So it kind of gets us to help each other. And then also it's just something a little fun. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. And then National Cat Day, we tagged 2 area agencies that help out with, there's the Humane Society, and then there is Animal Control. So it helps get them some visibility as well. And then you even see our president had made a comment on the bottom of it saying another asset and resource that she has. And it was, if you have a donation, you can drop it off to the little free pet pantry. Sorry, I was in tiny letters there. So then it helps our businesses to help too. So here, as promised, is one of the ways that you can do media planning. So if you're going into your Meta business suite, you can click on Meta Planner. And the planning tool, it looks like this. This is an example of the week of November 2nd through the 8th. And you can actually plan out your content a month ahead of time. And it's pretty self-explanatory on how it looks. You can see in the corners of each image, it'll have a picture of the Instagram logo or the Facebook logo. And you can actually, when you go into it, it'll tell you most of your Facebook viewers are viewing your content around this time, or they're most active around this time. So you can actually plot out exactly what time to get the best grab of those folks. And as you can see, that it will tell you exactly what was playing. It'll show you how many likes or how many comments, and you can use that for your own gain. And you can even set goals for yourself, like, okay, I want to post this many per week. And as you can see, we did not post every single day, and that is totally okay. Another tool is analytics and insights. I pulled this from our last 28 days. As you can tell, it looks pretty great. I'm happy with it, that's for sure. So, and understanding what these analytics mean is really important. So views, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's how many people have viewed your content. And that can be if they scrolled past and lingered on something. If they just scroll right past it, that wouldn't really count as a view. And then reach is how many individual accounts were reached just based on your content alone. And that could be people seeing your platform, it can then scrolling through it. And then we have content interactions, who's liking our stuff, who's commenting on our stuff, who's sharing it. Yeah, that's a really good asset to have too. You can definitely tell your club, please like and share our stuff, and that really helps to kind of get those interactions up. And then link clicks, if you are posting about an area agency, kind of like how I did during the community building, if someone has clicked on their link, or if they clicked on YouTube video link that you posted, that will show up as a link click. And that's really good to have as well. But pay attention to the analytics. So if it says it's an increase of 1,600%, that's pretty good. If it's like a negative, you can learn from it. But if there is showing you have videos and there was 200 people who viewed your video for at least 3 seconds, but only 4 stayed for a full minute, it will tell you that. And then you can learn, okay, I need either more engaging videos or I need shorter videos. So you can definitely learn from that. And there's a lot of tools on the Meta Business Suite that can help you to learn about that.
Jenny, do you know what the spike in reach on what looks like October 28th? You remember what that was?
So I see the spike. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. It was October, so it would have been World Polio.
Oh, is it polio?
Polio Day.
Yeah. All right.
So here's the top 10 list of where you want to get started. So first, establish your club presence. So you want to create and set up your Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I suggest all 3 of those. Our club, we have a Facebook, Instagram, and a TikTok. We don't have a YouTube, but we have a TikTok, and we've been starting it a little bit, and it's been pretty fun so far. We're learning. We're in definitely the learning stage, and definitely I suggest at least Facebook and Instagram because you can plan them both together through the Meta Business Suite. Use consistent branding, so use your logo, your club name, meeting info, and contact details. You want it to be pretty clear on who you are and where you are so they know how to find you. Second is you're going to want to define your pillars. So you want to identify those 3 to 5 recurring themes that's going to represent your club story. So do you want to do the member spotlights? Do you want to focus on youth programs? What are your pillars that you want people to see that's you? And then you're going to want to train your club members. So we just had a meeting where we told our club how they can help us. They can see our stuff, they can learn from our stuff, but we're not going to learn from our own public image unless they like something or share it or give us feedback like, hey, I really like this post. I did not like this post. By showing that they can follow, like, comment, share, that helps us. And it actually helps them too in a way, because when they go to their own homepage, it will give them more content that's like what they just saw. Next, you want to build that media team. So it's helpful to recruit a few members. You can even use interactors or rotaractors, especially if you're going to do like YouTube videos or TikToks or Facebook Reels, because the interactors and rotaractors, they're so young that they are perfect with social media and they've grown up with it. And they can grab you some great photos, not only with Rotary, but also with their own clubs with Interact and Rotaract. They can get some videos at meetings and projects. If you have a shared folder, it will really help you so that you can just pull content from them. And then you want to increase your local visibility. So if you're going to a Rotary event, wear your branded shirt, have your banner and your tent, attend festivals, stop at booths and talk to them. Be like, hi, I'm from Rotary. If you have a business card, give it to them. Just get that visibility in the community and get that face time. So how can you get started? Well, you can send a press release to local newspapers. I do press releases pretty often. And then I tell our club, if you have anything you want a press release on, please let me know and I can build a press release for you. If you have a group of media team that you like we have our local newspaper, we have people through them. We have our radio station folks. So find those media contacts, make those connections, and that will really help you so that when you're sending the press release, you're just, blind copy them and just go boom, 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 throw them all in there and send them all the same press release, and then watch your press releases pop up. Don't just stick to newspapers. You can go through the radio. You can go through online outlets. You can go as on their local, then that's great. And then you're going to want to engage your guest speakers. So you can tag them in posts saying, so and so came to speak with us. Thank you for coming to see us. Or these are people that received a grant through us. You want to tag them and you want to thank them for coming to talk to you and to being involved with you. And involve them by also asking them to share your post so that it helps both parties. You're going to want to expand that network. So from your own club accounts, go and follow those local nonprofits, schools, chambers, local businesses, any community leaders. Much like with the social posts with the coffee shop or the animal control, if you like all those local ones, they can see your content and you can even interact with them. You can comment on one of their videos like, this is great, what's this? Or this looks tasty, what's your favorite? If you're interacting with them, it helps your reach and it also helps their reach as well. So much like the Meta Business Suite, you can do those planning tools, but they also have Canva has great a content planner that you can use. And you can plan out all of your, you can spend a whole day or a couple hours. You can plan out exactly what you want to have on your content and then just let it go and kick back and watch it post. But you also want to track and celebrate growth. So monitor that engagement, check out the likes and the shares monthly, and then you can share it. We share ours on a quarterly basis. It is easier because some months are heavier than the others. So by showing it quarterly, it kind of gives us a more accurate snapshot for our club, but your club might be different. Now it's time for anyone who has any questions for us.
So this is the first year that I know of. So a couple years ago, we brought in 20 new members. Last year, 16. We're up net 14. So we have 17 new members this year. This is the first year because of the work in the social media space and our community awareness and PR campaigns and all this, where we've actually had people who have put in applications or interest on our website solely from seeing things in social media or seeing things in public image and reaching out and wanting to learn more. So we have 4 new members out of our 17 who reached out kind of unconnected to anybody in the club wanting to learn more, which is great.
We also like to share in our other our other clubs. So if you're a club, if you go and find our page and like and follow it, we'll do the same for you so that we're all helping each other. So we all are achieving our goals. But and then also you can see how other clubs, if you go and see their content, you can see what kind of stuff they're posting. Sometimes you can just hit share and you can steal their stuff too. But get permission.
I don't have a question. I just want to thank you guys for taking time out of your evening to do this for us. And I feel like we're really going in the right direction. So thank you.
Thanks.
Glad to help. It can look insurmountable maybe because we have a bigger club and have the opportunity to have lots of people, but this is really scalable. I mean, you can start with Facebook and Instagram and post once a week, twice a month. Just the top 10 list you don't have to do everything. Just start with a few things. And then you can, get into it. And as it becomes easier over time, then you can grow into maybe a couple of different things. But it does help to have the pillars figured out. So who are you trying to attract so that your people of action, images and videos or whatever are tied to the people that would see that on social media and say, oh, I want to learn more because it looks like a fun community service project to learn more about people in the community, and I just moved here. Or as I mentioned, the Interact or high school students, if you show a lot of things there, then that's who you're going to attract. So figuring out kind of the types of people you're interested in doing. And then Jenny, I'll tell on ourselves, is we just kind of discovered we weren't getting as many likes and follows even from our club as we wanted. So Jenny did some presentations and we had a number of the members set up accounts and start following and liking us right this week or last week.
Yeah, we gained 8 followers in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah. So, there's opportunities just to remind people and as you follow and as you like things, that all that message goes out to that whole network. And if you just keep doing it, the network grows. And then outreaching and helping other community businesses and groups just builds that network even further. I think we've got 1,000 followers now,
Almost.
almost 1,000 followers.
We're getting there. We
Question.
do
This is Raj.
Yeah.
When you look at followers, and is there one type of pillar or post that attracts more than others? So our club does. Here are Rotarians out having a good time doing this and that, or here are Rotarians on a work project. We don't have a lot of like business connection type of thing because well, we don't. But when you get the bursts of followers, is there one that is like the one that does it the most or the best one to lead off with?
With our analytical data that we used, we found that the majority of people would have those bursts if it was someone they knew. So when we spotlighted some of our members, like for the Veterans Day, or when we had a member, he won 3 awards in 1 week, and we spotlighted his 2 awards the one day, and then the next day I said, oh, we just found out he got another award. We got a lot of clicks and views from that alone because a lot of people knew him. So when people recognize someone in the community, they want to read about them and see what they did.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We often focus each month on a couple different pillars. So like for October, our focus was on polio, but then there's a couple random holidays in there. And then November, we focused on Veterans Day and trying to find some content for tomorrow to post about World Diabetes Day. It's tomorrow. So if you have like a content that you kind of want to focus on for that month, that kind of helps building a campaign.
I think that.
Oh yeah, and then Chris put in the chat that our next event is promoting your event, and I'm actually presenting on that one. So you can check out that one too, especially because it's not just about social media. You want to promote your event by getting out there in the community, making good press releases, and getting those media contacts. And of course, if anyone needs any assistance or wants to talk through on how to get them started on all that, just feel free to send me an email, or I'm sure you can find me on DeckDB. I probably should put
I also put the folder where this presentation is housed, and you can send that link if you want to share it with somebody else. And there's other stuff in there like Discover Rotary and things like that that are in that folder as well.
I just dropped my email in the chat in case anyone needs help getting something set up, or if you want to use any of the content you see on St. Joe, Benton Harbor Rotary, feel free to steal it. I don't mind. But also, utilize that brand center. There's such great information in there. For Veterans Day, I tried to see if there's anything for veterans and typed in veteran, but couldn't find anything. But for like polio, they had a whole ton of stuff, and you can get great information on the history from there as well.
So here's another question, Jenny. When you said, if you like my stuff, steal it, I'd love to do that because it takes time to develop. So I have two questions. One, realistically, how much time a week should one allocate? And I know people get better at it as they go, but to getting the pillars established and started. And the second part of it is if we see something within our district and we want to steal it.
Steal it.
Just do it?
Just do it.
Okay.
Steal away. We're all about sharing and helping.
Oh yeah, it's good. And if you go to the Learning Center, you can take the classes on the brand and the trademark, and so that you don't make any mistakes that can get you deplatformed. That would be bad. And it happens. Sometimes people will erase a watermark not knowing. And I saw on Facebook there was one club, and I don't think it was local, but I think it was in California, but they commented on another Rotary Club's post and just said, can you please not remove the watermark that has the creator's initials in the corner? And they said, oh, sorry. And they fixed it and uploaded the correct one. Sometimes AI will actually remove watermarks, so don't do that. Watermark, that is how you give credit to a creator. And they'll get really mad if you remove that, so don't do that. Oh, but you're asking about time. Yeah, so realistically, like when it comes down to what you want your platforms to be, you just think of like, what do we want? How do we want to start? Like you want to start with what's easy, and that's right now we're just going to focus on posting about our club and our events that we're doing while we figure this out. And that's good. You can start slow. For me, I create my entire like 2 weeks on like one day of the week. So like on Sunday nights, I sit down and I just like type up all of my content, and it can be pretty quick because like if I'm like at my desk, I have like a notepad next to me, and if someone says, "Hey, can you post about this project we're doing in Uganda that we just gave a grant to?" And I wrote down the Uganda grant post. Or if someone said, World Diabetes Day is tomorrow, I went and I wrote down post tomorrow about World Diabetes Day. So I can use that every Sunday, and that helps me. It doesn't take me more than a couple hours to get a whole month's worth. And Mark?
Hey, Jenny, very, very nice work. Comprehensive and much appreciated. Tell me, cross-posting between Facebook and Instagram, where it's automatic. Do you recommend that, or do you recommend you do? Okay.
I do, yeah. So with the meta planning tool, you can post it and say, I only want this on Instagram, or I only want this on Facebook. But we have it go automatically. If I post from Instagram, it will automatically post to Facebook. And sometimes it does a duplicate. So if you accidentally posted it twice, you can just go in and you'll see it on the meta planning tool. So you can get rid of it. But I prefer the meta planning tool and have it post to both platforms. And it will tell you if there's an issue. Like, hey, this can post to Instagram, but it's not going to post well to Facebook. But a lot of it is with the images. So if Instagram, they prefer the squares, you can't do like the panoramic photos there. And so you can tailor it. So you can click on what's this look like on Facebook, and then what's this look like on Instagram. That way you can fix each individual one.
So my club wanted to. So years ago, I set up our Facebook post for our club, and it's in. I guess it's in my name. I had to use my account to set it up. Is there a way I can get that out? And can I do that through the Meta Business Suite and get it into the name of Rotary Club of South Haven?
It's like you want to edit your.
Yeah, so that I don't. Let's say I'm at the point I no longer want to control our Facebook site, and I want to turn this over to someone else. How do I do that? So officially they're not coming to me to get access to the Facebook post, the Facebook site.
Yeah, that's something that is still kind of tricky to navigate. But yeah, you would do it through Meta Business Suite, and then you click on users, and then like admin, and then you can go in there and you can remove or add people. And you can also choose how you want them to be able to add. Like I want them to be able to post, but I don't want them to be able to delete stuff. So you can kind of give individual access. But yes, if you need help with that, let me know and I can try to send like screenshots of how to get each step of the way.
Yeah, I'll do that. The second question is with Instagram, they wanted to set up an Instagram account, but they couldn't do it in the name of Rotary Club of South Haven. Can you set it up in the name of a Rotary Club, or does it have to come through somebody else's account in order to do that?
I set ours up a year and a half ago, and I went into Instagram, and then you can click on like link Meta platform, and then it will also, as long as you set it up with the same email as you did with the Facebook one, it should ask you if you want to connect the platforms. But I believe you can also do it through Meta Business Suite, which might be more practical.
Yeah, because right now, whenever they cross post, it comes out on my Instagram account.
Okay.
And it would be better if it came out on Rotary Club of South Haven.
Right.
Can that be done?
The issue that you run into, Mark, is that it's probably that you connected your Instagram account to your Facebook page. So because you are also connected, you've also connected your Facebook page to the South Haven page. You can only have one Instagram attached in the Meta suite. So you'd either have to disconnect your personal account and connect the South Haven account, or you would have to have somebody else that was willing to that didn't have a personal account connect the other Instagram account to their Meta Suite because you can only have one.
All right. All right. I'll try to figure it out. It's a little bit confusing because, um, when I became governor, I wasn't doing any public image work for my own club. And now that I'm done, they're coming back and saying, will you help us? Will you get this thing going again? We've got 1,000 followers in our club. So we've got a good site. And we worked for years to get to that point. But what's happened is there's 2 or 3 people that are posting that I authorized them to go in and be able to do it. So that's a whole nother issue. I'll reach out to you and we'll figure this out. So thank you.
Yeah.
One last question, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
YouTube, to set up a YouTube account in the name of a Rotary Club, can that be done?
Yes. So we have a district one. I have not set one up for St. Joe Benton Harbor yet. So every year we kind of add another platform. Like when we started, it was just Facebook, and then I wanted to add an Instagram. So I figured setting up one platform, because it can be pretty harrowing to do a whole nother platform. So doing one every year rather than all at once, that made it a lot easier. But we have not done YouTube yet. But yeah, you can absolutely do that.
So you use the district YouTube site to post through for
Chris
YouTube?
does. I haven't
I do.
added anything to it.
Okay. All right. Do you
Yeah,
recommend that
we
the South
started
Haven?
that. We started that when you were district governor. So we started that
Right.
YouTube page there.
Do you recommend that a club set up their own YouTube account?
Yeah, I think if you have good content for it and can post videos, I think it's great. We had an idea to start in our club, and we post just like the presentations that people would when they come in to give a presentation to our club, just to record their presentation, not the whole meeting, and then post that. And we just haven't gotten there quite yet, but it's in our list of things we want to do, like our wish list. We just started with TikTok. We thought that would be faster.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nice work.
Well, and Mark, one thing to keep in mind is YouTube is a larger search engine than Google is, and it is used more than Google. So, especially for younger individuals, many of them will go to YouTube first to search and not go to Google or other search engines.
Sometimes they listen to videos in the background. They may not watch it, but they'll listen to it.
That explains the billion hours a day.
They're just sitting on their bed all wrapped up, just watching videos. Guilty.
I was going to say, and when you talk about our kids, it's TikTok. So
Yeah. Yep. And that's where you get the doom scrolling. You just keep going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, Mike and Jenny,
Mhm.
John Cunningham. A lot of great content. This is amazing stuff. What platforms does Rotary support clubs with? Any platforms out there that you provide support? Because there's some really small clubs in my particular area that might need some assistance.
Yeah, I can help you. If you need help getting something set up, just shoot me an email and we can plot it out.
Good. Thank you very much.
I mean, to me, the key is starting small.
Yeah.
And keeping it within the resource of the time that you've got to really do it, and then do that one thing fairly well. Just do a Facebook and post once a week or something. And then as that becomes easier and more comfortable, I think the big resource tool, which is great, is the calendar Jenny showed, where you can do it on a Sunday for the next 2 weeks, spend a little bit of time, and then it's all mapped out and it all is automated execution. You get the analytics behind it so you can learn what people are looking at. and learn how they're engaging in things. The other one I don't think we talked about is making sure that on post there's a link back to your website. So if somebody clicks on something they want to learn more, they're interested now, help them get to your website. Help them get to linking back to something.
And vice versa. On your website, you can have a link to your social.
Back to your Facebook and all that, so they can go see posts and see what's going on and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and for you, if you want to, to get started with it, probably the easiest route is we can do like a Zoom or a Teams meeting of some sort, and then do a share screen, and then I can see what you're doing. Be like, okay, now go to this, now click on this, and that will help you so you can see exactly how to do it. Either that, or if depending on how far away you are, I can always meet up somewhere, and then I can, bring your laptop and do it together.
Video those and throw them into the district folder so
Yeah.
people can.
That might not be a bad idea, actually.
A series of these.
Well, actually, if you look on the district website under learning resources, all of these recordings, as soon as this Chris uploads this, you can find that as well as the presentation. So
we can probably even make a video on how to set up a platform or how to set up that whole media planner. I can probably easily do that too.
One of the nice things on the media planner too is that it will give you some of those days that Jenny was talking about. So we'll take it today was Kindness Day, World Kindness Day. So in the planner it says World Kindness Day. So you can choose and say, do I want to do something for World Kindness Day? And if I do, what do I want to say? Or how can I connect this with what we're doing in our club or in the district or whatever? So they're not giving you things for every day, but they do put things on the calendar in the Meta planner. And then you can also search online, and every day has something. I mean, you can find lists and lists and lists of, this day is thank your lawyer day.
Yeah. National Pancake Day.
Yeah. National Pancake Day, whatever it is.
And like Pancake Day, that'd be good to spotlight like a local breakfast place in your community. Like you can kind of get that community building there. But keep in mind, sometimes those days are incorrect. I found out, because I was really excited because I was going to post on Diwali. And I was telling one of our members, trying to see like, hey, can you like give me information on what I should post? Because she celebrates Diwali. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about because that was last week. And Facebook said it was on this one day of a Friday, but it was actually a week prior. So we totally missed Diwali. But it's good to know that sometimes you have to double check to make sure the holiday is correct.
You're just 51 weeks early.
Yeah. So Bargavie was very helpful. I was like, I totally missed it.
You're celebrating Diwali every day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, can I post it late? She's like, I wouldn't. So next time, we'll be prepared next time for it.
Any other questions for Mike or Jenny tonight? Well, that being said, I did put in the chat just a little bit ago, and I'll put it again. So if you missed it, our next event is coming up on December 11th. Jenny is going to be presenting again. This time we're talking about promotion and how you can promote your event. So I encourage you to come back. Feel free, click register tonight. Or if you work with other clubs or your club and you have events or you have people that are doing events, this would be a great event to come to. And we can celebrate Keisha's birthday while we're at it as well. So we'll raise a glass to you, Keisha, while we're having our event. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Mike and Jenny, for this amazing presentation. And we will put this out for everyone and wish you all the best tonight. Have a great evening.